The attempt to replace the newly crowned Mr and Miss AfRU. Following the recently concluded Mr and Miss AfRU leadership pageant, a petition has been raised by one of the judges to revoke the crowned Mr and Miss AfRU 2023.
I think we should dethrone the currently crowned Miss AfRU because there was a lot of malpractice on the side of the judges that were sourced from outside. First of all, by the time we were supposed to announce the Queen and the King, most of our marks or whatever submissions we had made had not been counted.
After a passably successful beauty contest and crowning of new Mr and Miss AfRU, dissatisfaction from some students claiming that the student named Namgema Gloria, who was declared Miss AfRU, allegedly didn't qualify for the position, even Mr AfRU.
I think we should dethrone the currently crowned Miss AfRU.
Join us, the journalism students of Specialized Writing and Reporting, Group D, beat reporters on the entertainment, culture, and showbiz news desk of AfRU TV, as we picked up the story and did thorough investigation to bring you this documentary on the matter entitled Attempt to Replace the Newly Crowned Mr and Miss AfRU. To understand this best, let's first understand the history, purpose, and background to Mr and Miss AfRU. This was intended to redeem the beauty pageantry arts, as Mr. Joshua narrates, who happens to be the person who started Mr and Miss AfRU pageantry in AfRU.
Also, want to give our marks, and that is why there's also that they were judges, so we couldn't say no. And moreover, in the sense, people thought like whoever got them thought they were the best for us who were served.
And Miss AfRU, the major objective is to model models, or to train models, future models that can compete at the international level. And it would be a good thing if they were trained and mentored from here with Christian values to portray at the international level. And it would be a good thing for this university to sound at that level. But also, this Mr and Miss, they are examples to other students. They model different things: behavior, dress code, manners, character. If we have them here, they are examples. They are exemplary to other students in the way they do everything.
The Mr and Miss AfRU pageantry 2023 took place on 17th of November alongside the cultural gala. The event that brought several students to witness as different students contested for the two crowns of Mr and Miss AfRU. After stiff competitions between the three male contestants named Onzima Robert, Seuliba Joseph, and Winnie Andrew, and the four female contestants Nambuya Rachel, Namgema Gloria, Anena Patricia Michelle, and Maisa Eunice. It was Namgema Gloria who was crowned as Miss AfRU and Nambuya Rachel as first runners-up, while for the Mr AfRU, it was Seuliba Joseph who got the crown as Mr AfRU and Winnie Andrew as first runners-up. Three days after the crowning, contestations started on the newly crowned beauty queen and king. And finally, a petition surfaced contesting Miss AfRU, written and presented by Mrs. Florence Nakiyinji, who was one of the judges of that day.
I think we should dethrone the currently crowned Miss AfRU because there was a lot of malpractice on the side of the judges that were sourced from outside. First of all, by the time we were supposed to announce the Queen and the King, most of our marks or whatever submissions we had made had not been counted. So what happened was, my colleague, my fellow lecturer, was still counting, and somebody grabbed the microphone and just announced, basing on results that had not actually been completed. I feel like it's an injustice to the person who was genuinely supposed to be crowned Queen. Rachel won in so many ways. As a judge sitting on panel, 3 of us had already given her enough marks for her to win, but we were tied down by 2 other people who were sitting on that panel. But the truth is, by the time they announced the events, the counting had not been done. And I think even our counting, what could I call it, technique, did not favor the correct distribution of marks. So right now, we are trying to petition and see that there's justice, because it is a burden mostly on us who are sitting there judging everything.
She went further to express her dissatisfaction on the matter on behalf of some students as well. She claimed that she didn't agree with the final decision of the chief judge, and also pressure from students. She was compelled to write a petition to the dean's office requesting them to investigate the results.
And there's been rumors. I think the whole student body is not settled with that decision. Everybody has tried to raise a lot of dust, a lot of concerns. Everybody feels like they were cheated. So we are trying to do right by everyone.
She added that she had already made preparations to submit a petition to the dean's office and expects justice to be done. When she was asked why she did not raise the concern at that time of the declaration of the winner, she informed us that they did not want to fight over it. Letitia Chamber, one of the MCs and trainer of the models, informed us that she doesn't know anything about it and that she doesn't have any problem with the petition. She further said that the judge is the final man.
The Miss Decrown wasn't supposed to be the Miss, and the Miss herself, she had also other issues. Well, what I can say is that me, I don't have any right to support anyone, because I was a trainer, and it could be of a big bias if I sit down and I tell someone.
Some of the students expressed their different concerns on the matter of the petition.
Some of the participants weren't well conversant with English, and to make matters worse, there are those ones that came out as victors. And as of now, you've had most students and staff are complaining about the process, are complaining about the criteria they use it.
Asking for a petition, we need some change. We need revoting of Mr and Miss AfRU.
The way how the scene was moving wasn't in the right way. They are of a suggestion if it is possible to get another chance that they can get another time and they will go and
The same way, Mr. Joshua, who happens to be one of the judges, informed journalists that he was fine with the results, emphasizing that leadership comes from God and that Gloria won legitimately.
But they have whom they think has worked for them. You could see anyone who's watching military the instances where some person comes and presents a petition, it is good to be filed and go through the council and determine whether to investigate to see if whatever claim is false based on the judgment of the
On talking with Jordan, the former Mr. AfRU and organizer of Miss and Miss AfRU pageant 2023, he said that the judges had the final results and whatever they announced was final, adding that leadership comes from God.
There were 5 judges. And I'm the one who selected those 5 judges. As you know, leadership comes from God. So she was the chosen one. However much the results were not right, because nobody knew that the results were not right. But these guys who went back and picked the papers, they are the ones who calculated and said that the results were not right. They were not right. But as you know, leadership comes from God, so I have nothing much to say about that. These people to come and contest from the entire university. Few people showed up, and the other guy we were supposed to crown didn't dress up properly as this one dressed. So we ended up crowning the guy from vocation, since it was under a theme, smartness and knowledge.
The Dean of Students acknowledged that she received the complaint and guided on its progress status.
The petition about the Mr and Miss reached my desk. I got a complaint from one of the students who happened to be one of the judges that the people, the Mr and Miss AfRU, who were declared winners after the contest, were not the people who actually won. And that petition came to my desk on day 3 after awarding Mr and Miss. And I asked a lot of questions. I advised on how best they can go through the petition.
She continued advising that since it is examination time, they should concentrate on exams, that the matter would be resumed next year.
Unfortunately, it has taken long because people were approaching exams and it had taken time for them to report that to bring the petition, which didn't sound normal to me because it should have come on that very day. So I'm still looking into it. It is dragging, but I would advise Mr and Miss to continue cooperating because they were declared. The petition has not yet been finalized on, but in my thinking and my analysis, these people could be left to continue being Mr and Miss, and then we recommend clear way forward for the upcoming 2024-2025.
The petition is currently before the deans of students. Everyone is waiting the next step to be filed. We shall give more information on the matter as the story develops. For AfRU TV, this documentary was brought to you by Azos Linet alongside Tonya Roden Nest. Coin is Joel Kiyonga, Wimpai Jarida, Seguja Kenneth, Nanyans Sharifa Shami, and Twinom John Coins.